Hey Alex, how are you? Just trying to set some stuff up here, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Um, I've just bought a stream deck. How to use a stream deck is beyond me, but hopefully I'll figure it out soon. I've got these two webcams plus the laptop going, but just trying to figure out how to sort of add buttons to the deck, which seems easier said than done. I might have to watch some videos on it. Maybe that will work. What's happening tonight, Alex, or today? I'm not really sure where you are. Yes. If you look on the, geez, it's backwards. This camera here, there's a few masterpieces and stuff there. I mean, since I did a last review, probably hundreds, but I'm currently sitting in my collection room, which I built, and I'm working on, let me blow up this screen. I'm currently working on setting it all up. There's a Hot Toys Carnage there, and behind me you'll see some Titans up there, a bunch of Hot Toys, some Trans Art figures. I'm still filling that cabinet. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, there are new Transformers figures. Whereabouts are you, Alex? Yeah, I'm going to have to watch a video on how to set up this stream deck. I have no clue. Yeah, nice. They're good figures. Metroplex is probably a little janky now. It's a little loose, and I'm glad it's staying white, unlike some of the most recent white figures. I love Trypticon. Trypticon's a great piece, and Devastator's good. I wouldn't mind another take on Devastator, but let's face it, there's a million Devastator figures and combiners now. So, yeah, but I intend on getting some more content going now. I've got this room set up. Hence, I bought the new cameras, I bought the stream deck. I want to do some... yes, I'm looking forward to Tidal Wave. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some like unboxing streams where I can sort of share how I'm feeling about a new figure. I've got Deathsaurus sitting there in a box next to me that I have yet to open, outside of just checking it was in the box. But I'm really excited to do that. So that's probably going to be one of my first streams / new videos once I can sort of figure out how to do this stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to start making some videos and streams and stuff again. Yeah, Tidal Wave. I have pre-ordered Tidal Wave. I'm really keen on that. I used to love the original figure, and the new one looks pretty fantastic. see if I can get a couple of extra people in here. My channel's still got a couple of thousand subscribers, but it's been so inactive, I'm not expecting a lot. Send out a link. If I can find the link. Should be a share button here somewhere. Can I only just tell that I have no idea what I'm doing here? Copy link. Sorry, I wasn't reading anything there. If you want to get more views, it's simple. Get drunk before live streaming and dance around. Yeah, I mean, I could do that sometime. Tyrol is one of my favourites. I can do too. So. Yeah, I think I still have Little Ramjet somewhere, so that will be fun to dig out. Actually, I sold my original Armada Prime recently, which is kind of regret, but getting the new one, and then I actually found my little I think it's spark plug or whatever, the little yellow car, so that's cool. Yeah, conviction's everything. You do everything with supreme confidence and no one questions anything. I agree. I'll find a link for this bloody stream. Probably on my YouTube page. What's on for the day, Alex? You have much planned? The plan is, yeah. So here at EB Games or GameStop for you, they put the pre-order up for Omega Prime, and it's like triple the American price, which is a bit of bullshit. So normally the price would be about double, but yeah, they've put it up at 750 Australian dollars. In theory, at most, it should be about 500 with the exchange rate and allowing a little bit. But yeah, it's a little crazy. So we're hoping, if enough of us jump on EB Games on various socials and whatnot, that they might drop the price, because at the moment that's ridiculous, and I really would like that figure, but I can't justify it with that cost. Just going to send a little tweet out. Is it still called a tweet on X? Or is it called an X? I don't know. No, I still call it Twitter. Need to get a better setup for this, but for now Sitting in the armchair will do. Share video. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted trying to do this here. Hey Graham, hey man, how are you? I'm completely noobing it at the moment, trying to figure out how to do this stream stuff. I bought a stream deck, no idea how to set it up. So while I'm working tomorrow at work, I'll be watching some videos to try and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Waiting on car news. Yeah, what's going on? All cars distribution methods are crap at the moment. I had a GT line Kia Sportage ordered. 18 months with not a peep out of anyone, so I cancelled it, bought a Kia Stinger and bought the wife a different car. Are you buying a Toyota? Yeah, Corolla. Yeah, okay. What's their latest news on it? Yeah, new Skybite, or an interesting take on Skybite would be cool, Alex. I saw someone post the meme of Skybite wearing RD Prime's power-up pieces, and someone photoshopping little bits of Skybite onto it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, unfortunately, Graham, as you know, like when they producing cars, the numbers are always going to win, so they pump out the standard stuff that they're selling heaps of, and then they put the premium stuff on the back burner, which is kind of crap when you're paying so much extra for those cars. Hey guys, what's the audio like? I'm just running it on the laptop, and I have no idea how it sounds. But normally I will be running my audio through my Yeti mic. Yeah, okay, so they're trying to grab it for you. Yes, I find that car dealerships, once you've gone through the process of ordering the car, they tend to not really give a shit after that. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Might turn my gain down a little bit. How's that sound now? It's a little more, or a little less echoey. As I say, when I'm actually set up for streaming, I'll have my Yeti mic running, so I should get some better sound. Yeah, 63. Seems like a lot of cars, but when you think of for worldwide, it's not really much, is it? I might have to get up and plug my laptop in a minute. Yeah, I think I just had the gain too high, Alex. When you can't hear feedback, it's kind of hard to tell what it sounds like. Yeah, I keep trying to add some functions to this stream deck. JB Hi-Fi is electronics and media retailer here, had some sales on electronics today, so I got two of these Logitech web cameras for half off. No, yeah, half off each. 200 Australian down to 100 each, and the Stream Deck was like $30 off. So I was like, screw it, I'll get it. I've been meaning to get some set up for a while. I love my typo. Yeah, okay. Yeah, a friend of mine locally got a Type R, and she really loves it. But that being said, she also went from a lawnmower up to that, so. Yeah, Alex, sometimes the Takara stuff can be a bit pricey. Yeah, Graham, I bought a 2018 Kia Stinger. It's called the GT here, but I know in the States and North America they have a whole bunch of different trim levels and whatnot. But the GT here it's a rear-wheel drive because we didn't get the all-wheel drive. But mine is the 3.3 litre twin turbo. So yeah, it's a bit of a rocket ship. It's good fun. What I've done to it is put a K&N air intake, cold air intake on it, just to get it to breathe and make a bit of sound when you put your foot down. Yeah, we didn't get the all-wheel drive here, and my assumption, without any real grounds for it saying this, is that they released the all-wheel drive in Canada and parts of Europe, obviously because of snow, and I guess the States kind of fits in that, depending on where you are. Where here it's very little snow, so for the most part you're on dry roads or just wet roads from rain. So, and to be fair, I've really given it to the Stinger with all, like, essentially launch control, so all of the safety gear off, no traction control, all of that sort of stuff, and you've got to make it want to go. Care if you've just got that much systems in place. It's a very safe car, so you can sort of have a bit of fun with it. That being said, obviously you're going to get more power to the ground in the all-wheel drive. Do we have the i30 and the i20? I know we have the i30. I'm not sure if we have the i20. Yes, Alex, that is the most recent Hot Toys Robocop with the jetpack. And that big one up at the top of this little camera here. Let me blow that screen up for you. This one at the top there, where that little Optimus Prime is, that's the Enterbay quarter scale one, and that's from Robocop 3 as well, and it has a big jetpack and stuff as well, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, Graham, I think we do. I'm just, to be honest, I'm just not up with it, so I don't want to make an assumption. But yeah, My mum had an older i30, so yeah. Look, anything Hyundai, Kia at the moment is just pretty solid. Warranties alone make them solid, but they're just super reliable. I mean, they're essentially the same cars anyway. If you want a Sportage, you can get a Tucson. Like they're the same thing. Yeah, Alex, I have one of the NECA 6-inch figures, one of the older ones. Nice little figure. If you look back on my channel somewhere, I think there's an old review of it. It's probably terrible and boring to watch, but feel free to dig that review out if you want. Graham, I bought my wife a Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. It's one of the ones. It's a 2 point something litre turbo, but it's got a CVT. And I hadn't driven a car with variable transmission before, so that was a little bit different to get used to, especially when I'm going from 400 horsepower 8-speed to essentially a single speed gearbox. So it was a little strange. Yes, M Division, and we stole someone from Mercedes too. So it's got engineering from one and styling from the other. On the inside, it's very much got Merc styling, like the Harman Harman sound system and the vents and all that are very high-end Mercedes looking. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame what Mitsubishi are doing with their performance sort of stuff. You don't really need to see my slides there. How are we going for power here? 44%, cool. Yeah, definitely going to have to look at some vidges on the old tech here, because I'm playing catch up. Last time I really did videos and stuff was like 5-10 years ago. Yeah, Subaru. My uncle had a 2018 STI Rex when they were still pretty cool. It wasn't a bad car, but Alex, I didn't. To be honest, I've never really read a lot of comics. I'm not a big reader. I'm the kind of person that reads like things interest me. For example, like if I was watching a movie about battleships and they had like the Missouri in it, I would go on Wikipedia and read about the Missouri and just digest a lot of information like that. But I've just never really been able to grab a book and just sit there and read. Even when it's a subject that really interests me, I find that I just struggle to just sit and read a book, which is weird because I can sit and play video games or paint miniatures and stuff for hours. It's not a concentration thing, but I've never read books. It's a shame because there's definitely good advantages to reading, but even comics, yeah. Look, I love the artwork in comics, but just never really got into it. I've got a few hardcovers and stuff like that, but yeah. The YouTube algorithm. Yeah, man, look, I tell you what, I retain information so much better like that, where I can take a sample size of info and really like absorb it, particularly when it's something I'm interested in. I have a big engineering brain, and technical information is really nice to me. So I'll watch or read things about different machines and equipment, and sometimes I go and try and apply that with my own equipment at home, and I just like information like that, and even like really novel stuff like celebrities in a film or whatever, and you're interested in what they've done before in the background. So I'll just get information like that. But yeah, like for example, if you came up with a car that I just didn't know anything about, I would just go onto Wikipedia and start learning about it. Um, I'll read magazines and things where it's like articles, like a few pages or whatever. But trying to read chapter after chapter is not really my cup of tea. What's your PC specs, dude? I mean, I enjoy learning, but not academically, if you know what I mean. I like to be hands-on with things. Um, like, I bought a 3D printer, had no idea what to do, so I just played around with Fusion and taught myself how to 3D model. Um, it's time consuming. I haven't done a lot of it, but then um, like the room I'm sitting in right now, I built this. I've never built a room before. Like um, I'll make this a bit bigger, but like this is like a full room inside my garage. I built it, which I'm quite proud of, and I'm going to make some videos um, on the build, but um, messed up here. Um, but like I had never built a frame or plastered, so I just did a little bit of research and then just got hands on, and the learning sort of came with it, and it's really sort of a nice thing to do. Alex, do no, I like the Bay Transformers. I'm not a G1 or anything like that. I collect the masterpieces, even though they're a bit hit and miss. In front of me, which you can't see, is Mr. Axsmith's favourite helicopter over there. I love the movies, even the shitty ones, particularly the early ones. Um, but I lean towards like more than hate. I prefer some of the G1 and other designs on some things, but no, I like them. Yeah, I mean, I love that first movie, and what it means to our fandom and stuff is very um, very important. Video 480, 64 gigs. Yeah, nice screen. Yeah, you know what? Mine's just an FDM printer. It's not. I bought it mostly to just fuck around with, to be honest. But um, I do not intend in printing any miniatures whatsoever. Um, I am still giving GW my money, and will probably continue to build that pile of opportunity. Yeah, Alex massively into Beast Wars. If you look down into that little cabinet at the bottom of the screen there, all my original Beast Wars are in there, down in that little cabinet behind those boxes, because it's a mess in here. And behind me there are some Transart Beast Wars figures, and inside the house, which I'll be moving out here, are a bunch of Masterpiece Beast Wars, which are probably some of my favourite figures. I'm 37, so I was on the tail end of G1 and got the full Beast Wars experience. So I love Beast Wars. Graham, we use F10 train. Yeah, and that was what I sort of thought I would get it for. I wanted to build some stands and things for some of my figures, which was what I've designed on Fusion. I also was doing a little bit of Nerf modding, so I was just going to print some barrel parts and things like that. And then, yeah, terrain is one thing that I'm happy to print because it doesn't need to be high resolution and whatnot. I've thought about the resin thing, but to be honest, I'm pretty time poor as it is for the most part. So trying to muck around with a resin printer on top, it's not a thing. Part of this room build that I've done is freeing up room in the house. So all of these cabinets were previously in my room. For example, 4 of those brown ones behind me were in my office. And I don't know what you're like, but when I'm doing hobby stuff, you kind of need like it doesn't have to be organised, but you need to feel comfortable in the space. It was getting a little overwhelming in there. So I'm changing all that around, and I'm very close to getting back into a painting space where I can actually sit there and enjoy. So, but the printer I have is a Ender 3 Pro, and the slicing software I don't even remember, but I'll tell you in a few seconds. So I use Fusion 360 for my design because you can get it on a free version for private use. What was I using for slicer? I'm just looking through my apps to see what it is. I still find it weird calling it apps on a PC. Like, I'm so old school. It's like programs. Oh, fuck if I know, dude. Name a couple and I'll tell you what one it is. Yeah, resin, like, again, part of this sort of renos for this room is in here I used to have my lathe and drill press and mill and my engineering type stuff. I built a workshop in my backyard and moved all that stuff. So I could put a resin printer in there. That's all insulated and lined. Yeah, it's a little bit too much for me. I know people around my area that are really good at resin printing and could do it for me. So if I was really inclined to do it, I'd probably just let them do it. Yeah, I'm really not sure what slicing program I was using, to be honest. I'm sure the one I was using was free. I probably just downloaded whatever was recommended by whatever video I was learning from, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know. If I remember, I'll tell you. Maybe it's on my homepage. Yeah, I've got no clue. I can't fucking remember for the life of me. I haven't done any of it for like a year, so. Alex, so nice. I started collecting vehicles again. Yeah, nice. BotCon stuff. I have little to no BotCon because I've never been, and aftermarket's not worth it. I have been to one TFCon. I was hoping to go to one this year, and that'd be 10 years between the ones I've been to. But I just don't know financially if I'm going to be able to. A masterpiece of more Beast Wars masterpieces would be what I would say. Rhinox is coming, which is awesome. They could do some more Preds, Tarantulas, or later stuff like Rampage, but who knows? Sam makes toy kits. Yeah, maybe. Well, see, Graham, that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I was talking to Aaron we've been talking about me coming back for years because I can stay at his place and go with him. So that's the idea. The biggest issue is flights. It's just so expensive at the moment, and like my mortgage went up like $250 a week when I came off a fixed rate. So a lot of my spare cash has been chewed up by rate rises at the moment. Um, yeah, Alex Inferno, 100%. Pterosaur, I've got the third party one from Metagate. It's really nice, but if they did it official, I'd probably pick it up. But yeah, Graham, Toronto, definitely. Yes, that would be the plan, is stay at Aaron's for a few days, drive up to Toronto as they do the big road trip thing, catch up with all the buddies, see people I haven't seen in like 10 years, and yeah, have a great time. Like, as much as going to the convention would be cool, but just seeing my friends I haven't seen for so long and only being able to chat on the phone or online. Yeah, I really, really want to get back there. So if I can find a way to get flights, I will most definitely do it. I intend on sort of doing some stuff business related soon, so I'm just, yeah, really just depend on the money. Like, let's have a quick Google. Flights Melbourne to Chicago. So one way, no, Melbourne, Australia, motherfucker. Melbourne, Australia. Let's try that. Flights are like $500. Like, I've booked them tomorrow for $500. At the moment, a flight from Melbourne to Chicago is like $1,400 at the cheapest. So put on top of that, you know, obviously accommodation's not a big thing until we get to the show and all that, but still there'd be a lot of costs, so I'd be up for a few grand. So just give me 1 sec, guys. I'm just going to figure out how to pause this. How do I pause a stream? I fucking have no clue. I need to plug in my laptop before it dies in the ass. So let me. Is there a pause button? I'm not going to turn the stream off. I'm just going to close the cameras for a sec so you don't see me making a mess here. I am still here though. I'm dropping everything. That's many technical difficulties. Yeah, that was fucking painful. Battery nearly died. Alex, yes, I like gargoyles. I wish I'd picked up some of those gargoyles figures that they've done. Something you may not think of too is going up to Asia and over. Yeah, I could do that. My wife's in Cambodia, so I could do what we did when we went there and do a Singapore stopover and then fly. Look, it's definitely something I'm going to look into, Graham. Obviously, we've still got a few months until that happens, but if it's not this year, 100% will be there next year, even if I have to run a fucking GoFundMe or something to get there. But it's been way, way, way too long since I've seen all the friends and obviously people like yourself that like been talking to for years, and you know, and I consider friends that I want to catch up with and have a drink and have a laugh. So yeah, it's definitely on the cards, man. Yeah, well, that's true. You want to organise a private flight for me? I'd be happy to accept it. Between you and Aaron, I'm sure some form of air transport could happen. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, I've been really, really jonesing to get back over there just for the guys and the girls and the peoples that I've been missing and want to hang with. So yeah, I'm really keen to do that. Yes, I did drinking in 2014 when I was there. Yes, yeah, yeah. You could get your ass over here, man. There's always a room here if you ever do get to Australia, dude. I can hear my little dog outside yelling at someone. Everyone on my Twitter must be asleep. No one else wanted to join us, which is fine because I'm just kind of talking crap. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. Yeah, so Alex, no Universal Monsters. Not my like I enjoy Universal Monsters, but not really my thing. Like mostly Hot Toys and a few other bits and pieces, but um, generally 80s movies and superheroes and Star Wars. So I did pick up this beauty. Is this camera gonna? Yeah, why is that camera frozen? Yeah. I don't know why that one's working. No, that one's not. Have a look at the bottom camera. I did pick up this Hot Toys Carnage, which suits my Chris Carnage branding. What's Hammer, Alex? Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to watch some videos on how to set all this stuff up. Um, and Graham, I'm not sure if you were here before. I plan on doing some. The reason I bought multiple cameras, I'm using a laptop camera now just for the sake of talking to people. But I've built a little desk over there in the corner, and I intend on setting this up so I can have a top-down camera and have the stream deck set up so I can do zooms and bits and pieces, and then I can do some hobby streaming and hobby hangout type stuff. So do some painting um, and bits and pieces or some unboxing, just sharing the joy with collectibles. I buy all this cool stuff, and no one else really gets to enjoy a VTuber. I don't know about that, but yeah, I'll do some random streams. Um, but yeah, it's just a way to hang out with friends and just. I don't want my channel like I even though I'm very critical of my videos and I don't particularly think they're very good. Um, was I fell into that trap of trying to do what everyone else was doing and pump out videos, and they weren't particularly good in my opinion. Um, but I got up to like 2,300 subscribers, and just from not doing videos for so many years now, it's dwindled back down to 2,000. Not that monetization means anything to me really. I'm not making any money off it, but I've lost that because I'm not getting the views anymore as well. Um, but I'd like to keep the channel alive, and I enjoy the creative outlet a little bit. So yeah, Andy did do it, but who knows if it evolves into something organically? I'm more than happy for that to happen. But as it is, I just want to do little streams, and if a few people come and hang out and ask questions and stuff, that'd be cool. I don't need to meet new friends, Alex. I've got friends, but it's just like a creative outlet, and we've got plenty of online friends that will hopefully pop into the streams, and um, yeah. Again, I've got lots of cool stuff I want to like share with people and do hobby stuff and all that. I'm just got to find out how to do the setup a bit better. Sitting on my chair with a laptop bouncing around like this isn't ideal, but for today's test stream, it's fine. Um, is anyone else online on Discord? Not really. All you Americans are in bed. I'll be getting up for work, I guess, at this time of day. Let's have a look at the old world clock. Yeah, nice and early over there. 4:40 in Chicago. You do spot an Armada Unicron. God damn the mirrored fucking thing. Right there. And there is a Primus. Cybertron Primus. Right there. Just don't be like me. Yeah, no, this computer I'm using right now is a 8-core Ryzen Asus gaming laptop, so it's got plenty of power to do what I need to from a streaming point of view. I mainly got this because I wanted to do editing and Fusion 360 and things like that, so I wanted the computing power and the graphics power to do those things, and obviously have the option to play games and stuff. Um, but the as long as it stays cool, it'll be fine. I have one of those cooling things you can stick under it, technical terms and all that. Um, so monitor wise, I'll probably just use the laptop, but that way it keeps it nice and small, and I can see the chat easy enough. I'm using OBS, so I can, once I figure out that, I need to talk to Vangelis actually a little bit more. I was chatting to him yesterday about it, so um, I'll speak to him about how he does his. He said he uses it a bit janky, so might be a little bit easier with the stream thing. 49-inch one. Well, I technically have a 55-inch monitor on the wall up there. So if I really wanted to stick a webcam on top of that, I could. Or I could go inside and use a 65-inch. The Energon Unicron is the best color scheme. Yeah, the Energon one's pretty cool, man. The clear plastic scares me a little bit on that. But it's going to be very powerful if you can slap it into submission of behaviour. Yeah, well, I'm just nutting it out, man. Who knows yet? We'll figure it out. It's only using a tiny little bit of CPU power at the moment. I'm running on Wi-Fi in my garage. I've got a Wi-Fi extender inside. So, I mean, so far so good. You guys haven't told me there's any type of lag or anything yet. I've turned one camera off now, but I was running 3 cameras and whatnot. So, and that was all on battery up until a few minutes ago too. So, I'm fairly confident it will happen. Any figures for gold plastic syndrome? Yes, in that cabinet down there is a original Beast Wars Transmetal Megatron. When I first had disposable income in my early 20s, I'd moved into my house and sort of started getting a little bit more cash, and that's when I really kicked off my collecting again. I started buying Beast Wars that I could never get or afford when I was younger. One of the early purchases was that Transmetal Megatron. I got it in the mail. I'm like, sweet, this is so fucking cool. Started transforming it. Fucking crumbled in my hands. I didn't know what GPS was. Thought I got scammed. I was like jumping on the dude on eBay. I was like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, that's one of the few. It stays in robot mode for that very reason now, because it's glued together. I do have a few other pieces that I've been very careful with since I know about GPS. So yeah, but not too many. Not too many. How about yourself, Alex? Pi hole to work, Raspberry Pi 4, it's a lot of trial and error. Yeah, man, I get that stuff, but again, I'd have to do some educating on myself and figure it out. I've got this room's air conditioning. I want to set up a control system in here to with like a thermohydrometer. So if it picks up that the temperature is high or the humidity is high enough or within a certain parameter that I don't like, because obviously there's a lot of expensive collectibles in here, that it kicks on the aircon for a certain amount of time until that hydrometer gets to the right level. My uncle actually was a project manager for a company called Johnson Controls that do a lot of security and HVAC systems. So I'm probably going to have a chat to him and try and nut that out. So yeah, I've got some similar technical issues to work through as well. Yeah, I'm on a Predacon. You can always repaint it. If you want a really good Beast Wars Megatron, you look right above my head right there. That is the Trans Art version of Trans Metal Megatron, which is incredible. Look, I know all of G1. I just wasn't obviously born in '84, but I'm definitely aware of all that stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of old GPS pieces back then. I might have to do another stream tomorrow. Nut out some more stuff, but I might jump off in a few minutes, guys. I definitely appreciate having some people here to talk to. Transart does, yeah. Look, Transart does some awesome stuff. I wish they would redo that fucking mirrored camera crap. That Optimal Optimus. It's cool, but I wish they would redo it. That was sort of one of their first pieces. I just got the Quick Strike. Quick Strike is really nice, except the snake arm has it's like a bendy wire, and it looks better in terms of it's kind of seamless, but I wish it was a bunch of ball joints, to be honest. But is what it is. I'm sure I could get that 3D printer to work if I really wanted, but I tend not to modify toys. Yeah, I've got a few G2 Transformers from my childhood, Alex, so yeah, I do enjoy the neon colours. Yeah, I've got the Agent Ravage inside. That's it's cool. It's got magnets in the legs for the guns and that big cat head, which is pretty cool. Obviously, there's no point transforming it. It doesn't turn into a cassette tape, but in robot mode, it's really accurate. So I quite enjoy that. I might for the next stream actually figure out how to schedule a stream and try and get um, a bit better of a setup so it's not so janky. And hopefully we can get a few people around and have a chat. But it's almost 10 p.m. here, so I'm probably going to jump off in a sec. Pack up my laptop. Got your link, Graham. Oh, speaking of Tau and Stripper, I I have an original ethereal, like a pewter one, the one with the long twin bladed staff thing. Um, and it had a terrible paint job from when I was a teenager or in my 20s or whatever, when I just didn't understand how to paint. And I threw it in some simple green in my little um, ultrasonic cleaner, and then forgot it was in there for a long time. And the it's not terribly, but the simple green, I assume, corroded the pewter a little bit, so I lost a bit of detail in it. Nothing you couldn't paint back in, to be honest, but it was a bit of a shame, and I'm stubborn and I don't want to buy another one. Mind you, the resin Calgar that was in there, the fine cast Calgar, absolutely untouched. No damage at all. But the metal thing, yeah, fuck the metal thing. Um, First fictional crush. I don't know, Alex. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I don't know. Apostrophe. Yeah. Yeah. Do you see that new Crew Army box coming out, Graham? I'm pretty keen on spending them GW dollars on that one, and it will come with the new Tower Codex as well. So that'd be interesting. It'd probably be stupidly expensive, but if I have the money when it comes out, I'll probably drop the dollars on it. It can sit on my massive stack of unbuilt GW boxes in my office, like fucking all the Kill Team large sets and um, the new fucking 10th edition, um, the most recent Age of Sigmar launch box. I'll send you a tweet when I go back inside, Graham, of the large box pile of shame. I've never used Crew, but they just look fun. Like they look interesting to paint. New Crew toxes and stuff. Um, yeah, it's a shame we don't live local to each other, man. I like there's people that play around here, but I just want to play casually with people. I've got like some of those old, I forget what they're called, but they're like 1.5 foot wide boards that GW used to have with the little mountain that you can sort of orientate whatever way you want. So I've got like really good stuff and heaps of terrain, but no one to play with. So sad me. My Gunfire pile of shame isn't too bad. I've got a few Evangelion real grades to build, and a couple of other real grades to build. I've built all my perfect grades, so that's one. What's that, Alex? For me, it was Poison Ivy, Batman, the animated series. Yeah, fair enough. Didn't mind some Xena Warrior Princess in my teens either. Yeah, I'll my memory's like a fucking stiff at this time of night, but when I remember, I'll shoot you a picture of the old pile of opportunities inside. Lucy Lawless is still quite a babe, considering she's in her 50s now. She's she's definitely holding up well. But yeah, I mean, ignoring whether I had crushes or not, I used to really like those shows, Xena and Hercules. They were fun. Probably terrible to watch now, but they were fun at the time. No Ultraman figures. Where are you looking? Give me a point of reference. Alex, I will be doing, as I said before, I will be doing a room build / room tour video soon. I've just got a few more things to get set up in here before I really want to show it off. My thank you website, be sure not to drink here. Yeah, great advice. I always like to drink my isopropyl alcohol. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? Yeah, they are a fun bit of cheese. Um, Jocks of the Mighty, I always remember in my head. I couldn't sing the song, but it's it's one of those like core memories in there. Yeah, Alex. The funny thing is, when I was a kid, don't get me wrong, Kevin Sorbo's a reasonably large man, like just in general frame size. But when I was a kid, I was like, oh, this dude's so big and all that. But then you look back, you're like, it's just like a normal dude. He looks like he goes to the gym now and then. But yeah, a good bit of fun, old Hercules and Xena. One day I'll rewatch them. It's hard now on like super high definition TVs watching some of that older stuff. Um, I like old shows, but sometimes watching old shows are like looking at old comics to me. Um, Even though the comic content itself may be really good, the shit animation or shit drawings can really take me out of it sometimes. So sometimes going back, and I've said sometimes about 8,000 times, but going back and watching older shows can be a little bit odd. Watching a 4:3 and on these great big TVs, and obviously shows weren't always designed um, to be HD and to see all the shitty props and whatnot. So I don't know. But I'll go back and watch them at some point. I've watched some old shows recently. Don't drink your resin either, Graham. It's probably good advice. I used to love Doctor Who when I was a kid, and I love current Doctor Who too. Um, I'm all for. I'm going to state this very carefully. I'm all for inclusion and all that sort of stuff with any type of people, place, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Um, did get a little too forceful with some of that stuff in some of the recent shows. Like when it's done. I like when that sort of stuff. I don't want to use the word woke stuff, but just for the argument's sake, um, I like when they have inclusion type things in shows where it's natural and as part of the show. Like um, Supergirl is a good example. They had a trans character in the show played by a trans um, actress, and they only had like one episode that really put attention to it and was done in a really respectful way. And then it was that character was just part of the show, and it was absolutely fine, and it was a wonderful character. And that was a really great way of doing that. But sometimes, like for example, when Jodie Whittaker was a doctor, there would be episodes where it would just be like, "Oh, it's because I'm a lady," and it's like, yeah, but I don't care you're a lady. You're the doctor. I just want to watch Doctor Who. I don't care if you're a man, a lady, a dog, a robot dog. Um, I just want to watch the show and enjoy it. So put whatever character, type of person, race, religion, whatever, I don't care. I just want to watch a cool show and don't make it about that thing. Um, Doctor Who rant over, but I love Doctor Who. I love Peter Capaldi. I know a lot of people don't, but some of the Capaldi speeches and episodes were brilliant. That dude loves Doctor Who. He was like president of the fan club or whatever when he was younger. He breathes and lives that passion, and you can see it in the character. I also like the grumpy old man character, and I forget the episode name, but when he was trapped in the castle and he had to punch the diamond wall for billions of years, like fucking that shit was cool. Yeah, I like Tennant. Tennant's cool. Matt Smith was super fun. Had that like he had like the Christopher Reeve Superman thing where he like he's a good guy, but he's just got that thing in his eye where could just snap at any moment. Look, I like Jodie, but and again, it's got nothing to do with it being a female doctor or anything. I um, found that she didn't give me that full on like I'm the doctor vibe. I wouldn't necessarily say annoying sidekick, but yeah, I just like there was definitely moments that she really hit the nail, but wasn't as consistent as the other doctors. I'm really I watched the specials and the Christmas special. I don't know how to pronounce the lad's name, but the fella from Sex Education, who's the doctor now. I don't want to butcher his name, but um, he was really fun in the specials. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does. It's a nice different personality on the doctor. It would be really cool. The other thing I've seen with Capaldi is him and Matt Berry reading salty letters. Well, that's pretty good. There's a look up. I don't. I forget what the show was called, but Peter Capaldi was playing like some sort of politician's aide or something like that. If one of you guys know what show I'm talking about, but he talks about people being cunts or whatever. It's um, I must find it. Hold on, I'll see if I can do a quick search and Peter Paul. Um, Malcolm Tucker was the character. I forget. Oh, The Thick of It is the show. Um, I wish I could remember what the. I don't know. There's this video of him where he it's either like again, if you don't like the word, I'm sorry, but I'm using it for the example. But he's saying assholes or cunts or something, and um, it's this really funny speech that he does. And if you've only ever seen him as Doctor Who, it's a little jarring, but it's quite funny. Uh, shit, I really want to find that now. I'm sure I would have seen it on TikTok somewhere, but God knows how long ago it would have been. I wonder if I saved it actually. really wish I could remember it. It's super funny, and it's not making any sense to you guys because you haven't seen it. Ah, there it is. Malcolm Tucker's fucking law. Okay, let's. Malcolm Tucker's fucking. Oh yeah. So he goes, if some cunt can fuck something up, that cunt will pick the worst possible time to fucking fuck it up because that's cunt's a cunt. Oh, I'll see if you guys can hear this. I don't know if it's going to come through all right on my phone, but
I'm going to remind you of Malcolm Tucker's top fucking rule, which is Tucker's fucking law. Okay, and it goes like this: if some cunt can fuck something up, that cunt will pick the worst fucking time to fuck it up because that cunt's a cunt. I've got that written on a tea towel somewhere. I'm going to remind.
could you guys hear that?
You of Malcolm Tucker's top fucking rule, which is Tucker's fucking law. Okay, and it goes like this.
Let me know if you heard that or not. But I can't get a link because it's on TikTok. But yeah, that I find that really funny. Yeah, I have a listen to to that when I jump off. Graham. No, I haven't watched that, Alex. Can you guys confirm whether you could hear that video I was playing you then?
Some cunt
Just seeing
can
if I
fuck
can.
something up.
Sometimes you can. Oh, copy link. Let's see. If I paste that into Discord to Instagram. Yeah, a little bit, Graham. Um, it's got a similar accent and whatnot too. Don't know if that will come through, but there's the link to that video on TikTok anyway. Alright, guys, I'm going to jump off. I need to go and sort my shit out and go to that place called work tomorrow. So, appreciate the whole two of you coming tonight. Um, I was going to mess around more with the stream, but been having fun just chatting to you too. So, I appreciate it. But have a good day. It's early morning for you guys, so I'll be on Discord, Graham, if you want to chat or whatever. But feel free to jump back in the next stream, and Alex, and yeah, have a good day, guys.